starting streaming.
Holy smoly, 56 points on the BC Moore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mount Vernon High School for tonight's opening round of the Class 3A Region 1 opening round match between the Mustangs of Mount Vernon and the Anamosa Blue Raiders. We will get to Coach Anderson's interview here for tonight. As he will
Good evening, Mustang Nation. This is Coach Sanderson here with a post-season edition of our pregame interview as we get ready to host Anamosa tonight in a 3A regional quarterfinal here at Mount Vernon. Now, before we talk about the Blue Raiders here tonight, let's take a look back at Tuesday's game, our regular season finale against West Delaware. And pretty competitive game early in the first half. We took about a 10-point lead at halftime and really focused our defensive attention on all-conference superstar Brooke Krogman, who averages 19 points a game for the Hawks. We were fortunate to get her in a little bit of foul trouble early. She sat the entire second quarter, finished the game with just 12 points, which we were very pleased with our defense there. In fact, we held West Delaware to just 26% shooting in that basketball game, and that allowed us to stretch our lead out in the second half to as many as 21 before hanging on to win by 19. Now, with the victory, we concluded our WAMAC schedule on the Eastern Division side with a 9-1 record, which gave us a one-game lead over Solon, who was upset by Marion earlier in the season. They finished at 8-2 in the league, and that is Mount Vernon's first conference championship since 2013 in girls basketball. Tuesday night, we were led in scoring by Sydney Huber, who had 19 points. Sydney, in her last 13 games, is shooting a whopping 44.2% from the three-point line. She's been on a tear here in the second half of the season as she's grown more comfortable in our systems. Joining her in double digits was Chloe Meester, who finished with another double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds on the night. Well, tonight we turn our attention to the regional quarterfinal here in Class 3A as we open postseason play with a matchup with Anamosa, our friends from just up the road here. Anamosa comes into the game with just a 3-17 record. They have struggled this year in the River Valley Conference, shooting just 26% from the field, 22% from the three-point line. They are turning the ball over at a high rate at 24 turnovers a game. You can expect to see a lot of zone defense from both teams here tonight. Anamosa has shown some different looks, played a little 2-3 zone, some 1-3-1. Played a little junk defense here every once in a while. They press some teams, so we prepared for a lot of different looks from them. But overall, like where we're at here, we'll extend some defensive pressure. We'll get Courtney and Taylor Frank out in the front court to try and generate some turnovers, and we're going to push the basketball and hopefully take some great shots tonight. We would love to get off to a great start here in postseason play as we are fortunate enough to be the #1 seed in our region, which means getting to host in all 3 games if we can continue to survive and advance. And when it comes to our keys to the game tonight, well, Paul and Kirk, it's pretty simple and pretty repetitive to the things that we've been talking about here over the last few weeks. Number one, we want to try to take care of the basketball. Sometimes when you're playing a team that maybe doesn't have as much size or athleticism, the game can get a little bit sloppy. We really want to try to play a clean game tonight and expecting to see a lot of zone that typically allows us to move the ball pretty well. We're hoping to just be able to get shots on as many possessions as possible. Secondly, as we mentioned, we'll be in our base coverages here tonight. A lot of full court pressure on the basketball. Hopefully we can rebound well and be able to get out and run against the Raiders. And number 3, maybe the best thing that we've been able to do all season long here is just to take great shots. We've had great inside-outside balance. In fact, against West Delaware, we shot 16 of 24 at the rim. A lot of credit to our post players there. Again, Sydney Huber had a great night inside and out. I think tonight we're going to find some open looks on the perimeter. It would be nice to get our confidence going here as the challenges that lie ahead in the regional tournament will certainly increase after today, but we look forward to getting off to a good start tonight. Paul and Kirk, back to you.
Thank you, Coach Sanderson, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's opening round game of Class 3A Region 1 action. I'm Paul Feig alongside with Kirk Wishmeyer. Welcome, Kirk.
All right, thank you. This is awesome.
As we're ready to go here for this one, as Coach said in the pregame interview, three pretty simple things that's been the key to focus all year for the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. So he even mentioned he doesn't want to sound repetitive, but taking care of the ball, limiting their turnovers, defensive pressure, get the Twins going early, and then the last one is just take great shots. That ball that was very similar to what we had at the last one. So going forward is probably going to be the same. This is super exciting for you and I. We got 3 potential games here at home as long as we keep winning. To get through the region, we will keep hosting no matter what happens. So looking at that bracket, Paul, it's like, tonight we're at Anamosa, or we have Anamosa playing us here. And then on the other side, the winner of tonight's game will take on either Davenport Assumption or Comanche. So we're hoping to double check some of these scores as the night goes along to kind of pass some of that information along as we possibly can. But they're not always really quick on getting those scores up there and then refreshing. And I usually have trouble with the Wi-Fi in the gym here, so so be it. Then the other 4 teams on the other side of the bracket, they're playing along. Mediapolis will take on Central Lee, and then Tipton is taking on West Branch. So
West Liberty.
I'm sorry. Thank you, West Liberty. So between those 4, somebody's going to end up going to the championship, and on our side, you and I are very hopeful that that can be the Mustangs.
Absolutely. And so how it'll work, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty simple. It's Saturday, Wednesday, next Saturday for the next 3 games in this one. And it'll be the same for all of the 8 regions here in the state of Iowa in Class 3A as well. And we'll keep an eye on some other interesting games as well throughout the regions, as some interesting matchups if you look on some other things. The most interesting region is probably Region 5, as both Benton Community and Monticello ended up in the same region, which we kind of thought that would happen, Kirk.
Yep.
Somebody was going to have to end up in with somebody else, and it would have to be Monticello and Benton Community. So that'll be an interesting region for sure, as to see which one of those 2 teams will make it to Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah, the brackets came out, and it was very favorable for the Mount Vernon Mustangs. They were the only team that was ranked at the time in our current bracket. So that's nice. Certainly not a cakewalk into the state tournament. It never ever is. But I think if they continue to play the way we've seen them play this year, Paul, and they continue to do the things that Coach Sanderson's talking about in his pregame warm-ups, with all that falling into place, we should be able to, very minimal, get to our bracket final and hopefully get on to the state championship tournament.
Absolutely. There's just under 90 seconds left to go before we start this one. As the rules state, Kirk, the game must start at or around for approximately 7 o'clock. So they want to get intros done early.
All of the competitiveness across the state, they try to make sure that they keep everybody on a level playing field. We see that in state track meets, excuse me, state qualifiers for the track meets also. They have a mandatory break period to ensure that everybody gets to the same point in their track meet at the same time, and that there's no, a scout or a person at the other track meet texting back. So the state does a pretty good job of trying to keep things fair and balanced. So that's good to see.
Absolutely. As under 30 seconds left to go now, as we're ready for some playoff postseason basketball.
Yeah, this is going to be great. The Anamosa Raiders have kind of struggled throughout the season. I mean, they got 3 wins out of their 17 games. They've struggled. They're barely shooting 26% from the field. And the bigger, more concerning stat on the Anamosa side is they're averaging 24 turnovers per game.
And we'll send it down courtside as we'll
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mount Vernon High School for regional girls basketball action. As always, at Mount Vernon, we'd like to celebrate the officials and help make the competition possible, folks. So please be on your feet with a round of applause for our officials tonight. Mr. John Morrow, Rich Strickly, and Dan Craig. As always, I want to support good sportsmanship of players, coaches, and fans. Please welcome the visitors to tonight's game, the Blue Raiders from Anamosa High School. And welcome your home team, your Mount Vernon Mustangs. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First to the Blue Raiders, a senior, number 5, Kate Sander. Senior, number 10, Savannah Benega. Junior, number 14, Danny Gravel. Sophomore, number 20, Sophie Sander. Junior, number 24, Nora Humble. Head coach of the Blue Raiders is Josh Finley. He's assisted by Wade Mora. Starting lineup for your Mount Vernon Mustangs, sophomore, number 10, Courtney Frank. Sophomore, number 11, Taylor Frank. Junior, number 20, Chloe Meester. Junior, number 23, Sydney Huber. And senior, number 25, Hayden Simpson. And coach for Mustangs is Hayden Simpson. He's assisted by Anthony, Lloyd Fox, and Jason Virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand please relax for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Kirk, we're ready to go. All the talk all year long about the Mustangs trying to make it back to state for the first time since 2016 starts tonight.
This is great.
As they'll play the Blue Raiders of Anamosa. As we're ready to go in this one, as Meester will face Sophie Sander in the circle.
So it appears we went with a couple of the starters went with the green headbands for tonight.
As they're looking for the game ball.
I think Tatey, I just saw him run off the court, so I think he went back to the office and maybe grab it.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a little hard to notice, but the pre-wrap headbands have been quite popular with the girls all season long. Every game they've changed up the colors. They coordinate before the game. Tonight is green. All right, all three of them decide they're ready. Here we go. Maybe they're waiting for the 7 o'clock to tick over on the gym clock down there.
Nope, they're good to go now. Close enough. 6:59 tip-off time here as we're underway. As Mount Vernon already turns the ball over. As Sophia Snyder will head down. Shoots it up, no good. Mount Vernon with numbers here. Over to Huber for the layup. Gets it in.
Good start.
And already Frank with a foul. Oh, travel, excuse me.
So let's see if I can keep track of turnovers, Paul.
As Simpson with it over Frank. Into Meester, one-on-one coverage. Off the back of the rim, no good. Anamosa will take it down. Ooh, almost turned it over. And that'll be jump ball. It'll be stay down here. It's interesting opening 42 seconds here.
Let's settle down the nerves. Start working on the game plan.
As Vaninga now with it. Over to Sander, then back to Humful. Three-pointer, that's good by Nora Humful. And Anamosa takes the lead 3-2. As Frank able to top the key.
Not a ton of pressure from Anamosa early in the game so far.
In the 2-3. Over to Meester. Meester going to be doubled. Gives it to Simpson. Wide open three from her. No good. Ooh, Huber almost got the rebound. It's rebounded by Anamosa, but Frank gets the steal over Sister Courtney. She gets the loose ball. Give the steal to Taylor Frank. Mount Vernon looking to move the ball around here. Taylor Frank with a three off the front of the rim. No good. Simpson trying to get the rebound. Unable to. As first 2 minutes over in this one, as Frank gets the tip, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Sanderson was talking about cutting loose the Twins and letting them do their thing tonight. So that was a good example right there. Both of them pressuring the ball handler. She came down the court.
And Frank gets the steal. Over looking to push up. Huber now, three-pointer. Simpson gets the rebound. Gives it back to Taylor. Taylor from the lane. 10-footer no good. Courtney gets fouled on the reverse layup.
Yeah, Sander might have gotten a little touch of that three-point shot. It was off just a tad. And I think she got scraped because she's getting some attention from our wonderful trainer, Jeremy Lewis. Or excuse me,
Jeremy Lewis. Ooh, boy.
Jeremy Elliott.
I'm going to tell him you said that. Oh, man.
That was I don't know where that name popped into my mind. That was a classmate of mine from high school.
And Frank misses a second. That's going to be over the back on Meester.
Let's hope he doesn't go back and watch the replays.
As Mount Vernon applying the pressure here. Tie ball game right now.
Was that Meester that made that free throw?
That was Frank that made
Frank.
one of two. Meester with the foul. And was looking to drive, nowhere to go with it. Wow, Vernon, good defense here. 5 seconds left to go to shot clock. Somebody tipped it. It looks like it was Frank.
Yep, that was a tip.
And let's see who pushed the ball out. As that'll be on Danny Gravel. Huber now. Wide open, decides to drive, gives it to Simpson. Extra pass to Frank. Frank off the back of the rim. Meester tries to get the rebound and put in the O board and bucket, but unable to do it.
Slow going to start the game off here.
And a push to the arm by Sophia Sander. So that'll be Anamosa's third foul already. An interesting 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this game. Game tied so far.
One tie and 2 lead changes.
As Simpson looking to drive. She's able to,
couldn't convert on that
couldn't
one.
convert.
That was a great look. That was a great pass. Cut right in there. Just a little bit short.
As Easter with a block.
So, Paul, here's a question for you. Is a block considered a turnover?
It is not.
There you go.
Three-pointer there.
I didn't count it as one, so I just want to make sure I was on the right track. Oops.
As Meester, that does not count as a turnover because he didn't have full possession of the ball.
Was just a tad bit of her tip of her fingertips there and went out of bounds.
But if the block ends up being a loose ball and the opposing team gets it, Kirk, that does count as a turnover. As Courtney Frank, easy steal and layup. As they'll take the lead 8-3. 3-point attempt up there. That's good from Ava Gibbs. Anamosa answers right back. Meester now in the lane, gives it to Huber, over to Frank. Franklin to drive. Simpson wide open from three. That's good. Wow. Budget Lions of Eastern Iowa three-pointer.
Keep her going.
As it's raining threes here in Mount Vernon. So far, the last three buckets have been three-pointers. That's going to be a foul on Frank. As it'll be her first, I believe, team second. Substitution for Anamosa. As Sophia Sander will come in. Sander gets the inbound pass. Another three-pointer. Off the front of the rim there by Gibbs. No good. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
That was from the logo. From the S.
As Huber with a three. Good assist there from Meester in the lane. As timeout called by Josh Bentley of Anamosa. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Mount Vernon 14.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lansing introducing Mobile Service. If your vehicle's in need of light repairs or has an open recall, our team will come directly to your home or place of work to perform those services. That's Lynchburg Chevrolet. Come see how we're servicing a lot of cars in a very different way.
And we're back here at Mount Vernon High School. Mount Vernon with a 14-6 lead over Anamosa. First 4 minutes, Kirk, were pretty back and forth, but now it looks like the Mustangs have found a little bit of rhythm here offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. We were tied there for a while at 3, and now we've had a couple, 4 in a row, as you mentioned, 3-point baskets, 3 by us and 1 by Anamosa.
It's got some new faces in here for the Mustangs. Josie Niehaus, Aaron Jackson, Brindley Rasmussen come in. Anamosa having trouble with the zone. And forced turnover there by the Mustangs. Give the steal to Jackson with the loose ball. Rasmussen gives it over to Niehaus. Niehaus to Frank in the corner. Decides against it, gives it to Huber in the lane. Then to Niehaus. Wide open three atop the key. Oh, in and out. Huber gets the offensive board and then turns it over. As Anamosa now looking to run offense. Takes a 3 attempt there off the back of the backboard. No good. As the Mustangs will push it up now. Rasmussen underneath. Gets it in there. Mustangs with a 10-point lead.
That was a nice little cut right down there.
As Frank with a steal. She'll go up for the layup, left-handed. And makes it.
Got some early aggressiveness going on by the Frank sisters.
Shot there by Anamosa from Gibbs. That's good. Ends Mount Vernon's run. As under a minute left to go in the first. As tipped there from, I can't remember the pronunciation now.
Vanega.
Vanega, thank you, Kirk.
Savannah Vanega. Yeah, that one we discussed quickly, so thank you to our athletic director for giving us the correct pronunciation of that.
As Mount Vernon looking to convert again. Reston out to Frank. Long, no good.
Oh, that was a close one there. She almost got in a little trouble for her travel.
That'll be travel anyway on Burns. 11.1 left on the clock. 18-8 your score.
Imagine we'll get one quick little look here.
And Jackson will get the three. Makes it.
Ooh.
And times expires. Good 10-second offense there by the Mustangs as they'll head into the quarter break, 21-8.
Did you see that one going in? You called that one right as it got into her hands, and then it went right in. Nice work. So
well, I have the perfect angle. She was right where I could see that arc all the way, and I knew that one was probably going in. So,
well, I think that's a good start. I like how we're moving the ball, taking care of things, and by my quick tally, I think we had only 2 turnovers for the Mustangs, and I think you and I counted up 7 of them for Anamosa. So that's good. That falls in with our game plan and the 3 keys of the game. So
absolutely. Nice. As see if we can check some scores here, especially the Assumption score.
Well, it's as loaded as 0-0 right now.
And no updates from other scores so far. As I think Mount Vernon got the game off a little earlier than everybody else. As there's the only score posted right now at the quarter.
Yeah, so who posts that?
I think
Tatey?
Matt Tatey does. As Rasmussen gets fouled on the way up. As that was a quick quarter, Kirk. Not a lot of fouls.
That was fast.
This is an 11-minute quarter, so that is pretty fast.
The varsity bound is only as good as those who input into it.
They're supposed to. They said they were supposed to do quarter breaks.
They're supposed to. That doesn't mean they're going to.
As Anamosa gets the rebound, Rasmussen misses both.
That was almost a steal.
As good job there.
Burns gets the bucket.
There, thank you. I couldn't tell by all the white shirts around who made the shot for Anamosa. Jackson with a top of the key 3. She makes it. That's 2 in a row for her. Another Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa 3-pointer. Almost another steal there. Burns with it, and she travels. Moved her pivot foot a little too much there.
Well, so far we've seen a very nice, clean game by the Mustangs.
Absolutely.
Two turnovers in about 10 minutes. That's not so bad.
Jackson for another three. Oh, not in this time. Couldn't go for the hat trick there.
In and out. That was a good look. I would have had her shoot that shot every time.
Three-pointer there from
Oh, darn it.
Savannah Venega, right?
Venega,
thank you.
Venega.
Wow, I'm so sorry for messing up her name tonight.
Savannah Venega. I believe I'm saying that right.
As Danny Gravel will go to the line for two, makes the first. As all the starters will come back in.
Well, let's cross our fingers that maybe our audience is all Mount Vernon Mustang fans, and
I still apologize to the Anamosa fans turning in. I really apologize.
Those are hard. Even my last name, I get all kinds of funny pronunciations with that CH in my name, so I understand.
As Meester, nice move there, double teamed. And that's off Anamosa, off Gravel. Mustangs will get the ball back. Simpson off the back of the board, no good.
Oop.
Loose ball, Anamosa gets it.
Get on the ground, girls. Go for it.
And
There
Frank
we
will
go.
get the steal. She's going to go up for the layup. Fouled on the way up.
So the boys' side, Paul, we still have a couple regular season games.
One,
One regular season game.
or is
Okay.
it two? I think it's one. I think brackets come out Monday.
Okay. And who's their season finale against?
Washington. Yeah, we do have an update for you, Kirk. At the end of the first, Assumption's up 13-3
Okay.
on Comanche.
I think you and I both anticipated it was probably going to be a heavy Assumption-sided game down there on their behalf. At least I did.
As we head into timeout, Anamosa called timeout there. As the next break, I got your obscure rule for you, Kirk.
Good.
And it has to involve Wilt Chamberlain as well.
Oh, man. Second one in a row, huh?
Not second one in a row.
Well, the
We had a
the
Wilt
free-
one earlier.
Yeah, the free throw one was a Wilt Chamberlain.
that was two
base.
games ago.
Okay.
That was 2 games ago.
All righty. Well, looking at that bracket going forward, the only team that we've encountered this season is Mediapolis.
Yep, that was the
That was the scrimmage Saturday. So that was back in November 17th, I think. So that was a ways ago. That was early in the season. Neither one of us knew how that season was going to play out, how things were going to shape up. So I remember them playing. I remember
Yes.
being here.
Frank gets the lucky bounce.
But I can't remember a thing about them, to be honest with you.
I couldn't remember anything either. I was more worried about making sure everything worked for the broadcast. Everything did want to work that night. Long three-pointer there, no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. And then a foul by number 10, Savannah
Venega.
Wow,
Yeah,
I am
Chloe-
having a tough time tonight.
Chloe took a hand or an elbow or a forearm or something
Yeah.
to the face there. Venega.
Huber with the three. In and out. Venega and Simpson tangle up with it. And that'll be jump ball, and it'll be Anamosa's. As hitting the 3-minute mark here in the quarter. As Simpson, who gets the ball tipped, as they fight for the loose ball. Foul stay here.
Okay. I kind of thought that was on the Mustangs off of Simpson, but hey, we'll take it.
I don't think Simpson and Meester realized they were both going after the ball. Simpson now over to Huber, over to Frank in the corner. Simpson now with it, back to Huber. Good passing here by the Mustangs. Huber with a 15-footer makes it. 30-12 to score now. Venega with it. Anamosa just nowhere to go. That's going to be travel. On gravel. As the Mustangs will push it up the court. And Meester fouled on the way up.
Meester, right as she was doing that pivot, the defender was behind her. I couldn't see that foul.
As that'll be on gravel, her second, team's fourth. First one short, no good. Second one gets it. 31-12 to score. Venega over to gravel, gets the 15-footer. As, almost turned it over. Frank was able to get it just in time. Ooh, almost stolen there, but Frank able to get it. Then the sister Taylor, she's short. Huber gets the board.
Man, good work by the Mustangs on the defensive or the offensive rebounds there.
As Meester gets it in there. Timeout called by Coach Sanderson. All right, here is the obscure rule, Kirk.
All right, lay it on me.
Did you know on a baseline inbounds pass, you cannot pass it over the backboard?
Oh, that I did not know. I have not ever seen that.
Well, there's a reason why you can't see that, because you can't do that. You want to know why? You don't know who used to do that a lot?
Oh, probably something in the NBA.
Yep. It used to be they would do that for Wilt Chamberlain. They'd lob it over the backboard, and then Wilt Chamberlain would just slam dunk the ball.
Yep. And what was the rule change this year with running along the baseline?
No big rule change. It's still kind of the same. You can't run along the baseline after a foul or after a made basket, only in a timeout situation. That's not a foul.
Ah, gotcha. Because there's been a considerable number of inbounds passes where the inbounder will just stay in the one position.
Yep.
And that's been different from the last couple of years, because usually they'd be moving around a lot more.
But, yep, Kirk, if you're ever wondering if they can move or not, just look at the baseline official, and they'll go like this with their hand if they can move or not. So all you got to do is watch the baseline official, and you'll know exactly if they can move or not, Kirk. So
yeah.
If you're ever confused. So timeout Anamosa. 2:28 left to go here in the second.
Well, we just got another Mustang turnover there, so they're up to 3 now, which that's a little bit goes with the gameplay that we're up against tonight. We're not getting pressured all that much for Anamosa, so that gives us an opportunity to work on some of those ball control skills and try and limit the number of turnovers we have tonight.
Yeah, and that is good.
Mustangs are still doing a pretty good job. They're forcing some turnovers on the Red Raiders' end. Blue Raider, geez,
Blue
Red
Raider,
Raiders.
that's Williamsburg.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Texas Tech and Patrick Mahomes. Blue Raiders. I think they're roughly 13 turnovers so far.
As a few new faces in here for the Mustangs. As Rasmussen back out to Frank. Frank with a wide open 3. Long, no good. Amos will push down the court. 3-pointer there. No good by Sander, rebounded by the Mustangs. Huber with a long 3. She makes it. Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa 3-pointer.
Man, good passes. Working that ball around. That's the kind of play I think Coach Sanderson likes to see.
Long 3 there. That's good from Nora Humphel. 38-17 the score. Huber looking to drive. Floats it up there, gets it in. As Anamosa now with it down at the other end. Almost a turnover there. And it's going to be a turnover anyway.
Man, I've sat through a few of these games over the course of the last few years, the first round games where we were on the other side of this, where we were on the losing side. And it's hard. it's hard being a parent watching your athletes struggle and get demolished in their last game. When Ella was a senior, we went to Monticello, and her last game, she was so frustrated she fouled out.
But it is one of the good things about the both boys and girls tournaments, Kirk, is everyone gets another chance.
You get a shot.
Everyone gets a fair shot.
I really do like that. They state tries to divide everything up and get very equal, balanced brackets. But yeah, that's pretty cool. When no matter what your season is, if you can put together a good game at the right time.
You gotta win 3 games.
Yeah.
If you win 3 games in a row, you're in. If you win 6, you get the title. Oh. Frank tried to go up there with it. Rasmussen almost gets it in there.
That was a beautiful drive by Courtney, excuse me. Okay.
And we'll head to halftime here, and we'll head to commercial break. Mount Vernon 40, Anamosa.
New window coverings are a fantastic way to update and transform a space, and in this part of the country, we hope you'll consider Budget Blinds. Your local franchisee, the Sill family, and their many team members recently received 2 huge national honors. They won the National Franchisee of the Year award from Budget Blinds, and they earned our National Best of the Best award for customer satisfaction based on their record of outstanding customer reviews for years. We love that Budget Blinds has the huge selection and buying power of a big national chain, but operates with the personal touch that comes with local family businesses. If you're looking for stunning blinds, shades, shutters, drapery, the Budget Blinds team has what you need both residentially and commercially. The Sill family will bring many great design ideas to the table in an in-home consultation. Then their installation teams will make sure that your window coverings are installed professionally, ensuring many years of enjoyment. Please visit budgetblinds.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Budget Blinds, style and service for every budget.
Don't let your aches and pains go untreated. Don't be content with less than ideal function of your body. Get back to an active and progressing lifestyle with help from Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness. At Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness, our team of professional therapists, trainers, and office staff are dedicated to getting you back in your optimal physical function. Choose one of our 4 convenient locations in Center Point, Marion, Mount Vernon, and Solon. For total patient care, choose Ability Physical Therapy.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lansing introducing Mobile Service. If your vehicle's in need of light repairs or has an open recall, our team will come directly to your home or place of work to perform those services. That's Lynchburg Chevrolet. Come see how we're servicing a lot of cars in a very different way.
As we come up top here, welcome to Mustang Vision. Myself along with Kurt Wishmeyer, Mount Vernon up 40-17, and Kirk, stats for the first half that you got here.
Wow, yeah, so 40-17. The one of note that you and I were just talking about off air there was our turnovers. Mustangs have done a really good job of taking care of the ball and limiting themselves to 3 turnovers for the first half. That's not something you and I have readily available. I bet you Coach Sanderson can whip this out for us. But we were wondering if we've stayed in single digits. You mentioned a couple games that we might have had a possibility of doing that. On the flip side, yeah, there's 15 turnovers for Anamosa, so they're trending above their average so far. So that's hard to be competitive in a game when you have 15 turnovers. So yeah, so far, Courtney Franks got 4, Taylor Franks got 3, Chloe Meester has 7 points, Sydney Huber, she's got 12. She leads the Mustangs currently. Peyton Simpson, she's got 2 early 3-point baskets, so she's got 6. Brinley Rasmussen came in off the bench. She has 2, and Erin Jackson's got 2 3-pointers also. So she off the bench, she has 6. So that totals up to 40 for the Mustangs. Danny Gravel on the Anamosa side, she's got 4. Nora Humphel, she's got 6. Ava Gibbs is 5, and Burns has 2 for the Raiders. So 17 for the Raiders. Halftime, as we're looking at scores here, scrolling through, we're 40-17.
All right. I'd like to thank the following sponsors, Kirk, who helped make Mustang Vision possible. Lunecas Law, Richardson Hanson Host Insurance Agency, Lunecas Consulting, Ability Physical Therapy, Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa, the girls basketball 3-pointer sponsor this year, Bunch Heating and Cooling, Downtown Dental, Gary's Foods, Kelly Concrete, Copenhagen and Associates, the girls basketball player of the game. Kurt Wishmeyer will have that later. Mount Vernon Bank and Trust Company, Robinson Constructions, Yox Landing, Dance Arts Iowa, Iowa Physical Therapy, Bud's Auto, Lynch Ford, Mercy Care Community Physicians, Palisades Family Dental, Wilkie's, Ace Hardware, Bridge Community Bank, Cause Team, Envisiad Studios, Hills Bank and Trust Company, Hog Iowa T-shirts, Mount Vernon Chiropractic, photo image by Dave Thackeray, and of course Stuart Baster. And we'd like to thank them very much. Over $20,000 in sponsorships to help make Mustang Vision a possibility, so that everyone out there can watch the stream for free. And we would really appreciate it if you could support their businesses any way how.
Yeah, Booster Club does a nice job. Our sponsorships across the board for all of our sports, football in the fall, the 2 basketball sports in the winter, wrestling. What else am I missing that we provide coverage for? We have the fine arts also.
Yeah, fine arts concerts.
Yep. So there's quite a few things that the Mustang families get to support their lovely students who are participating in all kinds of things here at Mount Vernon.
Absolutely, and we really appreciate their support. As halfway through halftime, Kirk, as Mustangs looking pretty good that first half there. As look at some of the other scores here. End of the second half, Assumption's up on Command 28-8.
Yeah, I can't imagine that Coach Sanderson is having much of a talk. He's probably just letting them catch their breath, going over the keys of the game, which he even said has been a little bit repetitive. So they need to just keep doing the good things to make sure they don't have any kind of terrible fall down or let down here.
Absolutely. As get an update on wrestling here, Kirk.
Where's wrestling at tonight?
They're at districts today. As check. As we've had several qualifiers today. Actually, they're done because I saw Coach Light, so they're done for today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kason Curran qualified at 190. Ethan Wood qualifies at 285. Watson Crowe at 175 qualified.
Good.
Mikey Ryan qualifies at 150. Jackson Jaspers qualifies. Jace Jaspers qualifies. Jake Johnson qualifies at 120. Clayton Perot, no surprise there, qualifies at 106. And also today, Ethan Wood got his 100th career victory. Congratulations to the junior. And that is it. So quite a few wrestlers qualifying for state today. As individually they look to hopefully get 1 or 2 first places, but also looking forward to possibly bringing home some hardware in the traditional duel as well. So congratulations to all of them as both teams back. Congratulations to all of them as both teams back out of their locker rooms. As state wrestling will start on Wednesday, I believe, and run through Saturday. As well as Fargo Arena will be busy the next 3 to 4 weeks as state wrestling will happen, then girls state basketball, then boys state basketball. As I don't think the Girls Association has released the schedule yet for who will be playing, what classes will be playing yet.
They have not.
On what days, so.
I've looked that up a couple times, hoping they were pushing that out there, but trying to get some planning going, but it hasn't been released yet.
Probably next week would be my guess, hopefully. As both teams ready to come out, Kirk.
Well, we're cruising through pretty quick.
We are, as this game is just
been a fast
flying
game
by.
Yep. All of our starters, our 5 starters, are back on the floor, and it appears Anamosa still has their starting 5 back in also.
As Meester with a 3.
Oh.
Don't know where that came from, but okay. A little short. Did hit the rim, though.
Chloe Meester and Coach Sanderson both have big, funny grins on their face.
Don't know if that was drawn up, but
yeah.
the crowd might have went crazy if she made that. 3-pointer there for Anamosa off the front of the rim, no good as Sander did it. Anamosa gets the board, though.
Was that Chloe's very first attempt on the year?
It might be. As Sander up there, no good. Good defense by Meester. And Meester into Frank. Ooh, that was close. And then Sister Taylor drives in, gets it in there.
That was a
good
nice
cut into
touch.
the lane there.
Yes.
Long three, trying to bank it in there was Humphel. No good, rebounded by Huber. Huber will push it down the floor. Simpson over to Frank. Into Meester. Ooh, in and out. As Anamosa looking to set up offense here. As Simpson trying to get the loose ball, gets it. Frank with it. Now back to Simpson. Meester. Good cut there by Frank. Ooh. Tried the cut, no good on the finish there.
It was a good ball handling and movement by the Mustangs there, and it just couldn't quite go in.
Three there by Sander, no good, rebounded by Meester. Huber looking to push up the floor, nowhere to go with it, gives it to Frank. Franklin to drive into double team, no good. Simpson with the budget blinds of Eastern Iowa three-pointer. And Courtney with a steal. Over to Huber for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Shot there from Humphel off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Huber, and Gravel got a piece of it, went out of bounds. As a halftime score, Kirk, Des Moines Christian all over Sadell, 38-11. No surprise there. And
there's a turnover.
Simpson a little too hard on the pass to Frank.
Des Moines Christian, they made the state tournament last year. A high school classmate of mine, her daughter plays for Des Moines Christian.
Shot there from Sander, no good. 2-on-1 here. Oh, and Huber unable to handle the pass from Frank.
Well, we almost doubled our turnovers there in a span of 30 seconds.
And Frank trying to get the loose ball, not able to get it. Ooh.
She's working. Keep going there.
And Frank tries to get the loose ball again.
And that
one's a travel. 45-17 the score. As Mount Vernon looking to convert. Meester up with it. Fade away, that's good. Got hit in the head while
she got another smack
because she's holding her eye.
Yeah. That's the second one she's taken to the eye tonight.
And turnover there from Gravel. Got another score, Kirk, at the end of first quarter. West Delaware, number 15 West Delaware, beating Union 20-6.
Okay.
So they're starting to come in slowly here.
That's good to see West Delaware getting a win there, or a lead, I should say.
It is possible, Kirk, that 5 or 6 Walmack teams could make the state tournament. Huber up with it. Nice low floater there. As timeout by Coach Sanderson.
Well, that would make a little bit of the scouting report for the Mustang coaches a little bit easier. We've seen some of these already, so if we meet them again in state tournament, they already got some of their work done for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously CCA finishes the year undefeated. Definitely the best team from the Walmack, Kirk. But it wasn't easy for them. I mean, Mount Vernon had their closest game was against Mount Vernon this year.
Yep. Well, they had the Northland game at Rivalry Saturday.
Yep, that one was close too for them.
That was a bucket win too. But we'll remind our audience, CCA is actually in the class above us. So
yep, don't have to face them. Big sigh of relief there.
Yeah, we don't have to go against them. Solon is still 3A, of course, as is many of the other Walmacks. Is that CCA the only one that's in the class up?
Marion.
Oh, you're right, Marion. Okay.
Everybody else 3A. As that timeout. As Frank strips it, gets the steal.
Well, so far Anamosa has not had an opportunity to even get a basket.
No, Mount Vernon on a 9-0 run.
Yeah.
Rapson and double team nowhere to go with it over Simpson. This is a different kind of lineup as Wishmeyer's in there.
Yes. I didn't see that coming out of the timeout.
Niehaus up with it. No good as Frank gets the rebound. Over to Niehaus, back to Simpson, over to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer into Rasmussen. Rasmussen nowhere to go, gives it to Frank. Wishmeyer fouled there.
I anticipate perhaps we'll be seeing a few more of these bench players coming in here soon as the game winds down.
It's Wishmeyer over Simpson. A lot of passing going on here, and that's a travel by Niehaus. And that'll be a turnover there. As Rasmussen underneath. Doesn't quite get it. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the third. And Anamosa ends the drought as Jaquel Burns gets the layup. Simpson over to Frank.
That was a long drought.
Niehaus for a three. Wishmeyer almost gets the rebound there. And Simpson's going to foul Kate Sander on the way up. as Frank will come in for sister Courtney. As Sanders free throws long, Anamosa able to get the rebound. Yeah. That'll be jump ball, and it'll be Mount Vernon basketball. Good job there by Simpson to try to get the rebound.
Yep, tied it right up.
Yeah, was that Wishmeyer, Kirk?
No.
Oh, nope.
That was, she's out. That was Courtney.
Courtney with that one. Okay.
Or Taylor, I'm sorry, Taylor.
Or Taylor, thank you.
Courtney's on the bench. Nice little floater, just didn't drop in.
And Taylor Frank gets the steal of the loose ball there. Niehaus with a three. Gets it in there. Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa, three-pointer for her. Three-pointer there, no good from Sander. Wishmeyer gets the rebound. 15 left to go in the quarter. Frank gonna drive. She's fouled. Frank gets it into. Oh, and travel there by Wishmeyer. As 6.8 left on the clock. And if that was tipped, which nope, wasn't tipped. Thought it was tipped.
No, that just went right out. That was well over her teammate's hands there.
Ooh, Frank almost turns it over. And that'll end that as Mount Vernon goes into the third quarter up 52-21. As we'll head to commercial.
Don't let your aches and pains go untreated. Don't be content with less than ideal function of your body. Get back to an active and progressing lifestyle with help from Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness. At Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness, our team of professional therapists, trainers, and office staff are dedicated to getting you back in your optimal physical function. Choose one of our 4 convenient locations in Center Point, Marion, Mount Vernon, and Solon. For total patient care, choose Ability Physical Therapy.
As we head back up top here, Paul Feud along with Kurt Wishmeyer here. As we're looking for updates here on some of the scores, no update yet from the Comanche Assumption game.
Well, it may be safe to say that we will be back here in the gym on Valentine's Day. Potentially looking like Davenport Assumption will be our guest that night.
And that'll be a 7 o'clock start tip-off. 6:45 Mustang Vision will be on. Oops. And that's an air ball there from Gibbs. Jackson gets the rebound. As Easter not able to handle it. As three-pointer there, that's good from Sophie Sander. As Jackson with it now. Easter in the high post. To Huber, over to Jackson. In the Meester. To Taylor Frank for a three. No good. Well, actually, that might have been on purpose. That was a pass. I was going to say that's not.
Call that a pass.
I would say that'd be a pass. So give Taylor the assist on that one. As Assumption at halftime, Kirk up 43-8 on Assumption, or excuse me, up on Comanche. So pretty safe to say that it will be Davenport Assumption here on Wednesday. As another turnover there, unlikely turnovers here for the Mustangs. As the push there from Courtney Frank.
Gotten a tad bit lax here in the last few minutes of the game. Or half of our turnovers from the game came in the last 3 minutes.
Subs come in for Anamosa. And nice little 24 there from Savannah Vegana. Huber with a three. Answers right back. Shot there, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Over to Frank Huber. She's going to get another three and sinks it in, and that should start the continuous clock now.
Yeah, Courtney does such a nice job with those assists. There's a lot of times that she could easily drive to the basket or take a shot on her own. She always dishes it off to a teammate. She does a very nice job with that.
And blocked there by Meester. 60-26 the score. Oh, nope, that won't start. Excuse me, it's 34 right now. Needs to be 35. And turnover there on Burns.
I think that's Anamosa's average right there. 24 turnovers.
Meester in the high post. Over to Frank. Frank to Huber, over to Jackson. Jackson to Meester.
Well, that was a
Frank with a long three off the back of the rim. No good, rebounded by Meester. Meester puts it up there as Burns gets the rebound.
Jackson had a little questionable beeline pass there through like 3 defenders.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't stolen. Burns up with it. No good, rebounded by Jackson. She'll push it up. And foul there. That looks like it'll be on Savannah Vegana. Oh, nope, that'll be on Burns. As Frank will head to the line. Makes the first one. As Frank looking to make the second. Gets that in. As those three are probably done for the night.
I would think so.
62-26 to score. And that'll be a travel on gravel.
Brintley almost took a ball to the face on that.
Yeah, she did.
I think that might have clipped her nose just a tiny bit.
Rasmussen now within the lane. Back to Frank. As Rasmussen up with it. No good. Gets her own rebound. She's fouled on the way up. And off the front of the rim for the first. And Rasmussen's second. And she makes it. Shut up there from Vegana, no good. Rebounded by Simpson. Niehaus now over Simpson. Gives it to Frank, into Rasmussen. Rasmussen passes back out to Simpson for a three. That's good. And shot there up by Humphel. As under 3 minutes left to go in this one.
All right, called timeout, Coach Sanderson. Here they come. We're just working the ball around the court now.
Yep, as Rasmussen up with it, and there he calls timeout.
Well, we can applaud that. That's wonderful. All the hard work for the last couple of years is paying off. And I think we can applaud those starters there as our entire bench comes in.
As it'll be Lucy Wishmeyer, Olivia Truitt, Lillian Wishmeyer,
Riley Rasmussen, and Sophia Meester.
Thank you.
Which, in essence, this is your starting JV right here.
And we got our first final in. Kirk Benton easily over South team of 57-19, so they'll move on in their bracket. Second shot there, no good. Rebounded by Wishmeyer. Over Truitt. Into Meester. Meester unable to handle it. As Wishmeyer with a steal. Up with it. Oh, no good. Truitt able to get the rebound. Wishmeyer going to drive. Now over to the other Wishmeyer. Oh, that would have been the best thing in the world for you right there. As Rasmussen gets the jump ball, stay down here. That would have been the best thing for you, Kurt. An assist and a three. That would have.
Sisters playing together. It's enjoyable. Oop. Let's go, ladies. Get a good clean pass coming in there.
As almost under a minute left to go in this one. Truitt now, fouled there by Vegana.
She was on the
nope,
line.
She was on the line. Couldn't tell from this angle. Thank you, Kirk. Under a minute left.
And it looks like Anamosa is getting the rest of their bench in also. Gotta applaud them. Some of these seasons are coming to an end tonight. For some of the seniors, they're
And blocked there by Meester.
got some careers coming to an end.
As good job there by the younger Wishmeyer. Gets on the scorebook. Under 15 to go. As Wishmeyer gets the rebound, she'll probably hold it here. Oh, nope, she'll shoot a long ways. Oh, almost got it. And that'll be the end of this one as Mount Vernon wins handily over Anamosa.
She almost got called for a travel there.
she did, 70-29. As Mount Vernon will advance, they will play Davenport Assumption.
Okay.
And that'll be right here at the high school on Valentine's Day, February 14th at 7 o'clock is your tip-off. Mustang Vision will go live on air 6:45.
Coach Sanderson coming up to talk tonight?
I don't know. I'm not sure on that one.
Well, I think he said something in his. Yeah, we'll see you after the game. So
All right, he is coming up. So good job there by Mount Vernon to take care of business against Anamosa. As Kirk, another good win for the Mustang ladies tonight as they'll go 19-3 overall on the year and just 2 wins away from heading to Wells Fargo Arena to the state tournament for the first time since 2016.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. Being able to get in there and go to the tournament. It's been a while since the girls basketball team's been there, so it'd be awfully fun to have them be able to do that. It's been a great season so far. You and I have definitely enjoyed watching these ladies and seeing their progress and their ability. You know, you get right down to it. We had a bucket beater.
Two bucket beaters.
To lose to CCA. We had a bucket beater to lose to Solon. So there's a potential that we could have even better record, but that's okay. We'll take this one. I'm much more comfortable with a loss in the middle of the season than at a time like this with a regional or going into the state tournament. So that's okay.
Absolutely. As check the update here for any more scores. Haven't seen any yet.
I think we did a pretty good job there. I think we were in single digits for our turnovers. Quite a few turnovers for the Blue Raiders. That's never a good thing. They exceeded their average. Yeah, they almost had 27 or so. So Mustangs did a good job tonight, Paul. I didn't see any major issues. Nothing terribly troublesome on offense or on defense. You and I both noticed they kind of slowed down a little bit tonight.
Yep.
They didn't get pressured. They didn't have to put the pressure on as much. When they did pressure, it cost them turnovers. So very clean game tonight on quite a few Mustang players. We're going to zero in on kind of a very quiet Sydney Huber tonight. So
all right, your Copenhagen Associates player of the game.
She put in 20 points tonight. And
very quietly, yeah, you're right.
Very quietly. I don't want to say sneakily, but man, she got a bunch of those baskets in there. And before I knew it, she had quite a few points. Very nice on defense. Had a couple assists. She did well working around the court, getting open, and she has some nice defensive plays in there also. Good job by Sydney, and actually quite a few Mustangs did a good job tonight. So we will keep working on that and going from there.
Absolutely. So just a reminder, everybody, with Mount Vernon winning and advancing, next game will be Valentine's Day on Wednesday the 14th. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off. Mustang Vision will go live at 6:45 on that one.
So, Paul, you're going to have to do some work on that one, right? You're going to have somebody else come in and sit with you?
We'll see.
Okay.
We will see on that one.
Always fun to mix it up. Every once in a while, we're trying to get a few students from Mount Vernon to come in and help give them an opportunity to try something new, experience something that they think they might enjoy or try doing some broadcasting down the line. So Paul's working on maybe getting one or two of those students here for the next few games. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely available, Paul. So if you need, just let me know, and
All right.
I'll jump in.
All right. As we wait for Coach Sanderson here, don't know if he's getting a water bath tonight or not.
My guess is maybe not.
Hope not here.
Yeah.
As we'll just check to see if there's any more scores posted here.
So let's see here.
As Des Moines Christian did win over Sadell, so they'll move on as for ranked teams. And nothing else yet here in Eastern Iowa, so we'll check back later on some of those. As here he comes.
Excellent. Always good, Paul. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Wishmeyer. As we'll switch out mics here. All right, he's got the mic on now. Coach, congratulations. This was kind of a take care of business game, and that happened tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, Anamosa coming in just 3 wins on the season and 24 turnovers a game, 20-some% from the field shooting. You know, we knew it was probably going to be a lopsided game here. Got out to a little bit of a slow start. I thought we got good shots early, just didn't get some of those around the rim to fall. But, you know, stayed the course here, forced 24 turnovers and ended up shooting. We shot 47 from 2 and 38 from 3, which is just about where we've been all season long. And had some good looks. Sydney Huber had a really nice game tonight with 20 points and was 8 of 12 from the field. So, and I thought Chloe was really aggressive inside as well. She finished with 9 points in 18 minutes. So a lot of good things tonight. And, you know, you come out of a game like this, you just want to feel like you played well and want to be healthy, obviously, and get ready for a much different challenge on Wednesday.
Absolutely. As Assumption did beat Comanche there, Coach, so you will play Assumption here on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one. They're probably the second best team in the region, even though they got a 4 seed coming out of the MAC conference out east there. And 10-11 on the year. They don't have a lot of good wins. They beat Bettendorf in overtime the other night, which was probably their best win of the season. But they'll play very, very aggressive man-to-man defense and be really active inside. So be definitely a different challenge than tonight. But we like where we're at, and we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So pretty uneventful. Got through this game, Coach, and we'll look forward to seeing you here again on Wednesday night, hopefully with another Mustang victory.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, Paul.
As we will bid adieu here, once again, please either attend the game here on Wednesday night, or if you're unable to, join us here on Mustang Vision. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off for that game. And Mustang Vision, again, will go live at 6:45 in that one. So thank you all for tuning in tonight for Mustang Vision. My name is Paul Fugert, speaking for Kurt Wish.